All right, so we got two things before we get on out of here. The first thing, you're a man of many talents.
Sure.
I just want you to do some impersonations.
Yeah, and I work on these, and most of the time, if anybody has ever caught me working on these, they probably think I'm the weirdest human being because I'm just essentially talking to myself, trying to carry on a conversation. Like one day, I'll eventually put on a presidential round table where I'll just sit there and I'll just sit there and I'll just have a random be like, all right, we have a moderator here. All right, here's what we're doing. First of all, everybody's going to be quiet. Everybody's going to be quiet. Listen to me. I am the person. Okay, here we go. And then just have him be interrupted the entire time. All right, first of all, what we're going to do is we're not going to do any of that. I'm going to start it because I start everything, by the way. Just, you're probably wondering why I brought you here. It's like, you didn't bring anybody here. What are you talking about? Shut up. And just have that and just have a different like jump from back and forth. Just like, well, now listen, I'm probably wondering why we all brought here today. We're having a great time because we can have a great time. And then I need everybody to eat these vegetables. Michelle brought them. We're going to put them in the middle of the table here so that everybody can have them. They're going to be great. I know a lot of girls that eat a lot of vegetables. This is not about you. All right, we're going to take down Al-Qaeda. I was like, oh, we've already taken them down. We don't have to. We're going to take them down. They're terrorizers. They're a threat. We're going to take them down.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you what, I'll take down anything. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then just to have them go back and forth and then just randomly have just somebody just walking the. But now you have to listen to me because we're talking about this. It's wild. It is. It's like, what's he doing here? Oh, yeah, by the way, I played a president in the movie. I loved it. It was great. You enjoyed it. I was like, I don't think he ever did. I think he's just making stuff up now. But just to have that and to be able to jump, because if anybody's heard me work on these, like I'm just randomly talking. Some of them are hard to kind of get out of. Like if I'm at the house, like I'll just open the fridge and I'll just be like, oh my, we're out of soy milk. I'm just like, what? Like we don't even have soy milk. Like I've had plenty of people walk in the room and just been like, what's wrong with you? I'll be like, what? What do you mean? Be like, why do you sound like that? What are you doing? I was like, I don't really know. Like I'm just kind of going and just kind of working with it how it goes.
That's funny. All right.
And what's the fun part is you don't take me into stores because I will just randomly stop and I'll just be, is this propane or propane accessories? Oh God, right here. I'll tell you what, I love it. And then just be like, you shut up. We're in the store. And I am 100% the guy that'll get lost from the group in the store. And then you'll just be like, I'm concerned. Cody's gone. Where's he at? And then I'll just run across like an aisle, like 3 aisles away and just, yes, Peter. Yeah. But yeah, just having that and having that's a lot of fun. Well, one of those things I grew up with. I grew up with, you're never supposed to hear the sound of your voice because you'll immediately hate it. It was like I hear it in real time and I never liked it, so that's why I kind of always worked on changing it and worked on altering it. And then after a while, I realized like, oh, I can work these into other things. And then I'll just randomly be doing other voices. Like one of my kicks recently is trying to create off, just way out of line, like Ford F-150 commercials. Like just been like I'll just be sitting in my house and I'll just be like, have you ever just decided to spill sparkling water all over your crotch? Feel the tingle and sensation. That's the feeling of driving a Ford F-150. And I want to have that where like I filmed the whole commercial of just like me pulling onto a dusty road with a Ford F-150, and then you just hear the guitar riff and then just like me randomly going, have you ever just had sparkling water? then I get out of a truck and then I put like LaCroix on the truck bed and then just like cut it to a Ford F-150 logo. Just because. Why? I don't know, but I just,
Bro, that's hilarious. You all over the place.
I am, and it's a daily basis, and I have to like reel myself in and just be like, oh yeah, that's not a joke that anybody knows, because I'll just have inside jokes with myself and then just say them out loud and then just be like, oh yeah, you never told anybody about that. It's like, so they don't find it too funny, and I was like, well, that's okay. We'll tell them about it later and then set it up so that way they understand the joke now.
Oh my goodness, bro. All right, so as tradition here, look into that camera there. Say any motivating, inspirational, positive words for people out there that may be going through some things right now and it may not be their best time in life, just to help them out, man.
Absolutely. And this is, it's for everybody that takes everything a little bit too seriously. One of the things that I live by in life is that if it's not going to bother you 5 years from now, then don't spend 5 minutes on it. Because there's so many things that can happen today, so many things that can happen tomorrow, and so many things that can happen just in the course of a week that can be life-changing or not. Don't sit on something that might just have been a bad incident or a bad day, like, because you're getting another one tomorrow. And just be, thankful for what you have today, because it can all be taken away from you in an instant. So just don't ever sit on something that's, that could potentially, cause you to have a bad week. Like if it's not going to matter, 48 hours from now, 5 days from now, 5 years from now, then don't waste 5 minutes of your time on it. Like, and just, forgive whoever, may have done you wrong, because they probably didn't intentionally do you wrong. They probably just had to do something that was pro themselves. And then that just, rubbed you the wrong way in the process. Because, we're all just a group of people out here trying to make it as well. So, take that time, reflect, forgive yourself, also hold yourself accountable, because, every day is different.
Yes, sir. All right. And that wraps up another episode of What's Your Story?